New World Order Decision Time with NATURENETSCHOOL. Apologies. Pictures used in this document are not of characters described in messages below them. Kindly bear with me in case of any inconvenience. Chapter 2: Quality Nutrition and Good Healthcare for a Healthier Society. Boarding schools and health challenges. Water scarcity. Availability of clean water supply in boarding schools is vital for proper hygiene and good health care. Lack of adequate clean water may adversely compromise efforts to maintain good health standards in schools. Use of untreated water and probably contaminated water may be common in many parts of the developing world, including schools. Some schools rely solely on rainwater collected from rooftops for use. Some may drink them directly even after long stay in the tanks. Increase in air pollution makes rainwater a potential source of health hazards. Cleaning tanks in some schools may only be triggered by outbreak of waterborne diseases and not as programmed necessity. Painted roofs are used by some families and schools to collect rainwater. Roofs coated with lead paint may be toxic. Health complications linked to heavy metals like lead are never instant. Boarding, nutrition, and hygiene. Levels of hygiene in boarding departments in schools require close monitoring at all levels. Foodstuffs purchased for use in schools require a high level of standardization based on quality, hygiene, and expiry dates. Poor storage of utensils can lead to food contamination in schools and homes too. Hygiene and medical conditions of school cooks and servers require regular checkup to ensure that food served is clean. Source of infectious disease may be hard to trace in a chaotic and unhygienic catering unit. Boarding diets. School diet can be more conclusive and ideal for healthy development of all children. Ugali made of maize flour, sukuma wiki vegetable, and boiled mixer of beans and maize are common meals in Kenyan boarding schools. Almost none was traditionally African food. Few schools think of serving children with fruits or making them available for sales in their canteens. Many school diets are based on availability, affordability, and convenience. Monotony of maize meal, sukuma wiki, and beans may be reduced with locally available sources of vegetables and proteins. Local vegetables, when planted, cooked, and served with adequate hygiene standards in consideration, traditional vegetables can boost health of children in schools. Wild fruits that grow naturally in the environment are health boosters. They were never meant for birds and other animals alone. Children who grow up with a culture of eating wild fruits develop strong body defense against many common ailments and diseases. Schools with sizable land can grow adequate local vegetables with minimal strain to subsidize their diets. Wild vegetables are rich in antioxidants that boost the ability of the body to eliminate free radicals from body cells. Chicken egg can be introduced as part of school diet. It can be much cheaper if schools embark on chicken rearing projects. Local chicken can reproduce naturally and healthily within well-secluded open fields with minimal care, even within schools. A larger chicken farm may serve children with chicken stew once a term. This would educate them that various methods of practical agriculture for survival. Many families eat fish, and some school children are experts in it. Fish farming may be introduced within well-localized school ponds to serve as education projects and as sources of alternative proteins for their diet. Cassava and sweet potatoes are sources of carbohydrates that may also be served as part of school diet. Many seasonal sources of carbohydrates may be introduced in school diets. Grains like millets and finger millets are nutritious with extra energy. They may be used to prepare porridge and ugali upon approval by children in schools. New school meal. Volunteers may be sampled out to test and approve or disapprove a new meal intended for introduction within school diet. Children may vote either to accept or to reject a new meal in their diet. After one school term or year, another voting process may decide whether to continue with it or to terminate it. Renegotiation may be done seasonally, just in case majority of children decide to change their minds against newly introduced school meal. Kitchen staff may prefer cooking foods that are only convenient to make. Nutritional value of food should be a priority for all meals prepared in boarding for children. Any chosen school diet should promote healthy development of children. Medical care. Innocently placing scones on grass. Boarding schools should be extra prepared for medical emergencies, both day and night. Proximity to health centers is very crucial for quick responses to emergencies. With many children under their care both night and day, boarding schools require more stable medical emergencies response program at all times. Those in remote and probably poorly accessible regions require qualified nurses on duty for medical emergencies. A well-organized surveillance and sensitization programs can place a school in a better state of preparedness for medical emergencies. Stomach ache. Food contamination can be a common medical emergency among children due to their poor methods of handling foods. Malaria outbreak can become a medical emergency. It can spread fast in crowded places like boarding schools. Children are prone to accidental injuries inflicted during play. Make them aware of the do's and don'ts during plays. Boarding schools with larger populations should be extra vigilant to prevent outbreaks of contagious diseases or mass contamination of meals. Luxurious and general human contacts like shaking hands, hugging, and the likes may be suspended to contain the spread of serious contagious disease outbreaks. This is NATURENETSCHOOL.